Hello there. Welcome to the Foundation mobile app. This is what KEI will be using to submit all of our time moving forward. We have multiple options. We're going to walk through a few of those. My screen looks a little bit more cluttered than yours will. You will pretty much just have grid time cards, single time cards, daily log, expenses, submit a time, those kinds of things. We're really going to focus on how to submit your time for this tutorial and kind of go through what all those options look like. And then you can drop into the playlist to see specifics on how to submit specific time cards and those kinds of things. So this is what it will look like. It's a little bit different on the actual app, but this is the web view of it. If you are creating a time card for a crew of 2 or more, you will use the grid time card. And really what that does is that opens up a time card for you to add multiple people at one time. So I'll give you a quick view of what that looks like. And like I said, I'll give you a more step-by-step tutorial on how to do what I'm doing right now in the next video. So this will be where you'll go in and enter the time, whether it's regular time, overtime, double time, for all the employees that are working on your crew. As a reminder, this will need to be filled out for every day of the week. So when you're entering in total hours, it should not be 40 hours. It should be how many hours for this day right here. So this is what a grid time card looks like. Like I said, you'll use this if you're having a crew of 2 or more. If you are reporting by yourself, you're going to want to use a single time card. Like I said, you can access that over here, or you can go to your dashboard. Either one works. So you can do a single time card. And then here is where you'll choose your name. These are really easy. You can just start to type your name and it will come up. And then here you'll enter in all of this data. We will have a specific tutorial on how to do that. Here is where you will submit your time. You'll do all of that right through the time card view. If you are submitting a expense for reimbursement, that will also happen straight through this app. You no longer need to send a receipt via email or email it or copy it or Slack it in. You'll do it right through here and you'll get reimbursed right on your pay stub. You'll enter your date, who you are, what job it's for, those kinds of things. Here is some other things here and there. This one's really great. You can set a default job or date. We don't ever set a date, but this is great if you're working on a job for an extended amount of time, which most of you who are submitting time will be. Like if you're in the warehouse, you can submit warehouse. That way, anytime you enter a time card, it will automatically pre-fill to choose warehouse. You can do that for anyone that you're working on. Here in settings, can flow to there. Here in settings, you can kind of update your what your dashboard will look like. You can turn things on and off. Here, you can see like the weather for the week if you want. You can report weather. You're not really going to want to use any of that. Here is where you're going to want to live. And let me get back to our dashboard really quick. If you are submitting any kind of log, like you want to update some information on a certain date, like, hey, we had to leave early because we were totally rained out and it was so muddy we couldn't get on the thing, you can certainly view a report that will show all the daily logs that you fill out. You can see any submitted time that you've already sent for submittal. You can pull a report for that. So if you want to say, hey, I made an error, can you please change? You can go back and view what you've already submitted. Here is where you will see anything that we've bounced. If you've gotten a rejection, like, hey, we've rejected your expense, please resubmit. That will live here and you'll have a circle here. And if you're submitting any single time cards, those will show up here. So you'll have a stack. You'll show a notification, a bubble here with a number of all the time cards that you have submitted. And that way you can go into there directly and then submit any time cards directly from here. That's just a quick overview of what the Foundation Software mobile app looks like. And check the playlist for specific tutorials on how to submit time cards and do other things inside the software. Thanks, guys.